This morning, I had the experience of experiencing five different emotions before I woke up that were going to sort of determine my day or at least affect it. And I did some practice, which is just kind of like feeling the emotion and not having so much fear. And I was able to let go, not let go, but they just kind of came and they would kind of scare me. And then I would, lessen the fear and just kind of not judge it. And then it would change. And I noticed that they lasted about a minute, maybe less. It's hard to measure time when you're in that state right before waking up. And anyways, it's always a good place to practice. Always try to see if you can make the intention and be aware before you wake up. That's a old practice, the Buddhist practice, and probably goes back to other cultures. And anyway, um, so I was able to experience five different like emotions. Three of them were really painful, and I was scared that I was gonna wake up with those. But I worked with them, and I realized that in themselves are temporary. Like the in themselves are temporary. Is our fear and our judgment is what kind of like gives them more permanence, but in themselves is just kind of comes. It's a karma. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. Although I woke up today, I do feel lazy and kind of unmotivated. But so who knows which one I decided to stick with. But anyway, also like I have a little bit of nihilism today, like meaninglessness. Like what if everything's meaningless? That's always scared me. And then I saw a video where it's like easy to jump into a belief system or a system, something to kind of take the edge off. And just holding that, like, okay, meaninglessness, just holding it. That was the instruction that I saw, and I'm just sharing with you, which is also Buddhist instruction, which is just like, you don't really know, right? You don't know if things do exist or they don't exist. Like, they could be the bodhisattvas, they could be like spirits helping, they could be all just your projection and you're creating a reality. But then there's also other consciousness creating reality. So in the end, like, this is going to be a long life process, so I'm going to be trying to be careful with it, and I'm just sharing a little bit with you all. So anyway, yeah, so then that's also part of the same instruction, and this is where we're connected together, is when that meaningless or nihilism comes up, you can also just deal with it in the same way, where you just feel it, not judge it, not be so afraid. The fear is what's still very strong in you. And so let go of the fear, because this is just the same thing. And so then we have to start to see, okay, how do I do it with other things, and how is this one different? So that's where I'm at with that. And and it'll change. In 5 minutes I'll feel different. It's like sometimes I hope my eyes aren't squinting, because I took out my glasses. I see myself all blurry. But sometimes make things we forget that things are constantly changing. Every like minute to 5 minutes our emotional states are changing, and when they're permanent, it's because we're having some sort of like spin in our mind from some sort of fear or anger or disgust or attachment or hatred even. Fear, of unhappiness and wanting to be entertained, wanting to feel happy, wanting to feel content, all these attachments. So anyway, so I'll leave it there, and then we'll continue on. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Blessed. If you ever see this, most people are just. I think I had like 7 views on one of the videos, so I'm not really. But you got to start somewhere. All right, peace. Blessings to you and your family.